everyone, welcome to my video. So as you have seen from the title, today's video is going to be me talking about what I believe are must-have baby products. In case you're new to my channel or you just don't know this piece of information, I have 2 children and I'm not saying that this makes me an absolute expert in the field of children's products, but what I would say is that I have had experience of using a lot of different products. I've tried and tested many different things to see what has worked, what hasn't worked, and now I'm on my 2nd child. These products are the products that I have definitely found I have wanted to use again. Having used them with my 1st child, these are things that I have definitely wanted to use for my 2nd child as well, because I have found them to be brilliant, and to be honest, sometimes they have saved my sanity. So I wanted to talk you guys through a few baby products that I have found to be extremely helpful, and I really do hope that if you are a mum-to-be or you're a new mum or you know somebody who is about to become a mum, I hope that this video might be a little bit helpful or give you some insight into perhaps trying these products for yourself if you like the look of them and the sound of them. I genuinely have picked the products that I truly feel I couldn't actually live without for either of my children. So let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is something that for sure is very basic, kind of obvious, but I wanted to kind of just share these 2 things because I've tried and tested many different types of these, and these are the 2 that I've found to be my favourite by far on my children's skin, and that is wipes. You get through so many of these things when your child is a baby and kind of when they're toddlers. Wipes are essential. And for sure, these are my 2 favourite wipes. And the first pack that I would like to talk to you about is these. These are water wipes. Now, I have to say, it's totally a personal preference, but with both of my children, when they've been newborn, I haven't used wipes on their skin at all. I just use cotton pads and water to clean them for quite some time, just because I kind of felt like it was the purest thing for their skin, because obviously newborns have very delicate and sensitive skin. So I really just wanted to use water and nothing else. But I have transitioned to wipes now because my youngest is now no longer a newborn, so I'm happy to use wipes, but I still wanted some wipes that were kind of not too chemical and very gentle on her skin. So these are definitely my wipes of choice for that purpose. These are, like I said, water wipes. It says they're the world's purest baby wipes. They're chemical free and they contain 99.9% of water and 0.1% of fruit extract. The pack is quite big. You get 60 wipes in a pack, though you get through packs very quickly because obviously you're cleaning your baby, changing nappies very often. However, I do find they last quite well because these wipes are so unbelievably saturated with the water and the fruit extract, so they're not dry, unless obviously you leave the pack open accidentally, then obviously they're going to dry out. But as long as you seal the pack, they remain really wet and do the job really well, so you don't kind of need to use loads and loads of wipes to get any mess off, because kind of a few do the job very well. They're so gentle on a baby's delicate skin. I would totally recommend these if you're looking for something that's really delicate, really gentle on baby's skin. These are amazing, absolutely love them. The next set of wipes that I wanted to show you are actually Waitrose Baby Bottom Butter Enriched wipes. There's 64 wipes in these packs, so again, it's quite a sizable pack. It says that they're dermatologically tested and paraben free. Now, my feeling with these is that I wouldn't necessarily use them on a very young baby. I've actually waited, with my 1st daughter I used these, but I waited till she was kind of quite a lot older to start using these. I feel like these are quite a kind of a treat. They're quite a luxury type of wipe, if that even means anything, I don't know. But these smell absolutely beautiful. It says they have a comforting vanilla aroma, which they really do. They truly smell absolutely beautiful. It says the comforting aroma of vanilla can help calm your baby, while olive oil and chamomile are believed to nourish and protect baby's delicate skin. My eldest daughter has extremely sensitive skin. She kind of suffers from eczema, and I've used these wipes on her for quite a long time, and she has never ever had a reaction to these. They've always been very gentle on her skin. Her skin has liked them. I've never had any problems at all with using these wipes on her. With her, once I'd found these wipes, they were the only ones I used. I never used any others after I'd found these. So absolutely love these. And I also like to use the baby bottom butter in a tub. And this is kind of one that once you've kind of wiped and cleaned your baby, you then use this, and this is basically sort of like a barrier cream, so it helps prevent nappy rash. It basically says to keep your baby smiling, massage bottom butter generously into the skin around the nappy area. And this smells beautiful. It's a very thick consistency. It's quite kind of greasy, but I do find that that is a really great barrier to prevent nappy rash. So these two combined together smell amazing, and I have found that they have been really good on my daughter's sensitive skin. So absolutely loving those. Would highly recommend those if you can get hold of them, because they are from Waitrose, and I think they're kind of just a Waitrose own brand, but I love them. They're amazing. So for all the following items, what I'm going to do is insert images and close-ups of the items, because they're all sort of quite a bit bigger, and it'd be difficult for me to hold them up and show you guys what they are. So I'll just talk you through the products, but show them to you as a close-up as I'm talking. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is called a Dookie. Very strange name, I agree. But I have actually found this product to be so useful. It's kind of one of those that you don't think would be anything that important. But all mums will know about this. When you are taking your baby out for a walk in the pram or in the pushchair and it's sunny, the sun obviously ends up getting onto your baby, onto their face. They don't like it. They shouldn't be exposed to the sun. You often find yourself sort of throwing a blanket or a muslin or something over the hood of the pram to just keep them in the shade. And whilst that can be effective, as soon as there's a gust of wind, the blanket or the muslin or whatever you're using flies off, and you're struggling to kind of replace it, and you end up doing that 500 times because it keeps blowing off. With the Dookie, it comes with these plastic clips that you basically clip around the hood of the pram. So that solves the problem, because one end of the product is securely fastened to the hood of the pram. The other end of the Dookie has got two ties, so you basically just pull it down and tie it to sort of the handle area of the pram. So the entire thing stays completely secure. There's no way that it's going to blow off because it's secure at both ends. You can move it so that it's basically in the right place depending on where the sun is. I found this to be just so useful. I know you can get these little clips that you just buy that you can clip on a muslin if that's what you want to do, to hold a muslin on, but I have found that because this has got the clips on one side and little ties the other side, the whole thing is just completely secure. There's just no worry about anything blowing off the pram. It's completely secure, and I've just found it to be so useful. I used it with my first daughter, using it again for my second daughter, and I think it's really great. What I will do is put all the prices and the names of everything in the description box down below, so you know exactly what they're called and how much they cost. Another thing that's great about the Dookie is that it still allows for a lot of air, kind of ventilation, to still be going through the pram, getting to your baby. The problem sometimes when you have a muslin or a blanket thrown over is that it can sometimes kind of restrict airflow getting to your baby, and then you don't want to get to the point where baby's overheating or, you know, not getting enough air into the pram. So this solves that problem, because as you're tying it from the top to the handle, you are still getting a really good amount of airflow kind of going through the pram. So that's another great plus side of the Dookie. I absolutely love it. I think it's a great product. It's not expensive. You can get it in quite a few different colours, so obviously get the colour that goes the best with your pram, or get a contrasting colour, whatever you fancy. I'm not saying it's kind of the prettiest product, but it is extremely useful and it's just a very practical product. Another great thing about it is to put it away or to store it, you literally just roll it all the way up, and it's velcroed, so once you've rolled it up, it just stays kind of on the hood of your pram if that's where you want to store it, or you just roll it up, take it all off, and it kind of folds away to a very small size, which is great for storage. So I think that's a fantastic product and I totally recommend that one too. So the next product that I wanted to talk about is one that actually I didn't use for my first daughter because we had a different chair and she seemed to like this other chair. We actually used the Nuna Leaf. It's the chair that kind of, it just sways in a very relaxing motion. We tried to use that for my second daughter. She hated it. She literally wouldn't sit in it for longer than 5 minutes. So we had to kind of go through a couple of other chairs, which again, she really wasn't into at all, until I caved and we found this chair, which has quite frankly saved me because she will actually sit in this, so I can sometimes get some things done. And it is called the 4Mums MamaRoo Baby Rocker. So as you can see, this is a chair that basically moves. And the selling point behind this product is basically that they say that parents don't vibrate like bouncy seats or swing like swings. They bounce and sway, and that's what the MamaRoo does. It moves like you do. So basically what they've done is given you 5 different movements to choose from that in theory kind of mirror the way that a parent moves when holding a baby. And I have to say, my daughter really, really loves it. She kind of prefers some movements to others. It's funny, she sort of, there's ones that she's much more comfortable with and they calm her more than others. And the motions that they call them are car ride, rockabye, ocean, tree swing and kangaroo. And to come with those different motions, there are also 5 different speeds. So obviously speed number 1 is kind of the softest, the calmest, the gentlest. If you move it up to 5, it's a lot stronger, the movement's a lot more kind of intense, and there's just kind of a lot more going on if you put the speed up to 5. I kind of find that I like to put it up higher when she's sort of awake or whatever, but when she's asleep it's really nice to kind of turn it right down, and then I do eventually turn it off completely if she likes to sleep in there. She doesn't stay asleep in there for too long because I prefer to kind of take her out of there when she's asleep and put her flat, you know, in her cot when she's asleep. But sometimes this is very helpful if she's just kind of having a quick nap. She will fall asleep in there sometimes. It does seem to be quite calming on her. It relaxes her. She likes the motion. It's got the little kind of toy bar that she likes to look at and reach for and kind of play with. Although that's the one thing that I'm not in love with this product. I think kind of the toy bar isn't great. There's kind of not much to it. That doesn't move or anything. It's basically there just for them to look at. It's okay, but it's nothing kind of special. Another thing about this product is that it has built-in sounds, and the sounds are the sounds of rain, ocean, heartbeat and fan. I have to say, I never use the sounds. They're okay, but they don't seem to kind of make much of a difference to her. They don't seem to be something that's that crucial. It's quite nice to have them there just in case, and I do put them on occasionally, but I don't feel that she's that bothered whether they're on or not. But they're quite nice calming sounds. The only thing I would say with the sounds is that they're not super loud, and because the noise of the actual machine when it's moving is reasonably loud, you can't actually hear the sounds that well. So maybe that's why she's not that fussed by the sounds, but it's quite nice to have them there. Another thing that's really good about this, although I have struggled with this a tiny bit, the connection seems to go on and off, is that you can actually control it from your phone because it has Bluetooth capabilities. You can hook it up so that you can turn it on and off, you can change speeds from it, and that all comes literally from your phone. So that's also really useful. Another great thing about it is that the seat is machine washable. It's also super easy to just wipe down. It's kind of like a really baby friendly fabric, so it's so easy to wipe it down, because obviously that is very important with babies because we all know how messy they can be sometimes. So that's really useful. You can just zip the seat in and out really easily. It is suitable to use from birth. you have to buy a separate newborn insert, which I did, and it basically recommends that you stop using the chair once your child can sit up unassisted. So there's definitely quite a nice long period of time where you get the use out of this chair, and I have just found that it, for me, has been the only chair that she's been comfortable in, so I would totally recommend it. Though it is pricey, I've definitely found it to be completely worth the money. I think it's a great product, quite innovative, and I have found that my baby loves it, so another great one. The next product that I'm going to talk about is a stroller, and it is called the BabyZen YOYO stroller. Now, again, this is reasonably pricey. However, it is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen any other pram or stroller that does this, and again, I used one of these for my first daughter, and we are using it again for my second child because it is just fantastic. I have to say, I am using a different pram. What we do with this is my mum actually likes to keep this pram in her car, and because she doesn't want her car boot to be full of baby stuff, this is the perfect pram or stroller for the job because it takes up so little room. It's incredible. Another thing that's amazing about this stroller is it is so light. We all know how heavy prams are. It's unbelievable. I am quite a small person and I really struggle with how heavy baby products are. Prams in particular are extremely heavy. Lifting them in and out of the car is often quite a chore because they really are so heavy. This is the lightest thing. I actually think sometimes my handbag is heavier than this stroller. It's just amazing. And if I show you what it looks like, I then am going to read you kind of a little bit more about the stroller so that you get the exact kind of information about it because it's absolutely amazing. But I'll show you now what it looks like. So this is the BabyZen YOYO Plus stroller. Though for me it's not kind of the prettiest looking stroller, it's more to do with the fact that it is just so practical. Like I said, it's extremely light. You can now use it from birth to toddler. You can get the totally flat carry cot so that you can use it from birth. Then from 6 months onwards, using the same frame, you basically just swap it so that your baby is sitting up and no longer in the carry cot bit. The backrest goes to several different positions, so depending on how comfortable your baby is, you can move the backrest up and down. It has a 5-point harness. It's really easy to kind of clip your baby in and out of it. But the most amazing thing about this, and obviously the fact that it's very light is great, also the basket is a really good size so you can kind of fit quite a lot underneath it, is how small this stroller folds up. I mean, it is quite unbelievable. This literally folds up to kind of like the size of a handbag. So on their website it literally says the YOYO Plus converts in a flash, folds up to hand luggage dimensions, can be carried like a bag, is machine washable and will fit just about anywhere other strollers don't. So my thinking on this is if you do have a small car or you have limited space, this stroller folds up so small that it truly takes up so little room. Another thing that I think is incredible about this is if you are travelling with a baby, this is the perfect stroller to take away travelling because it does fit into the hand luggage compartment because it is just so small. However, I know that different airlines have different restrictions for hand luggage size, so obviously that's something you'd have to check out if you were flying, but it does fold up really small. It has a great handle, so you literally just throw it over your shoulder and it's like carrying a handbag. It is just amazing. It unfolds and folds super easily and quickly. It really is just such a practical pram. You can get it in quite a few different colours now, so depending on kind of what type of thing you like, pick which colour you like. It's so practical. It really is a fantastic stroller, and definitely if you travel a lot, this is totally one I'd recommend. It's brilliant. So my next product is actually for sure my all-time favourite product of all the baby products that I have come across and used and tried and tested. I can't rave enough about this product. Every person that I know who's having a baby, thinking about having a baby, knows someone who's having a baby, has had a baby, I will tell them about this product because I can't rave enough about it. This for me is for sure the one baby product that I absolutely could not live without. We used it for my first daughter and we're using it again for my second because it has, I think, kind of saved me and saved my sanity on many occasions, because we all know how sleep deprivation is probably one of the hardest things about becoming a new parent. This is called the Sleepyhead. And everybody I know, bar one person who has used this, has loved it. Their babies love it, and it has got amazing results in regards to baby being able to sleep better. You can have baby in this from birth. I actually have chosen to wait a little bit longer, just personal preference really. It does say they're suitable from birth, but I've just wanted to wait till baby's a tiny bit bigger before putting them in one of these. And this is basically a little pod type of thing that you put inside baby's crib or cot, and my feeling about it is that baby must just feel much more secure in it, because they're kind of just very cozy and snuggled in it. And also, you know, babies get that kind of startle reflex. It also kind of stops that, because they are kind of much more protected all the way around, because that reflex often also wakes them up quite a lot. I have found both of my children have really enjoyed these, and I found that it has helped them both sleep so much better once they've been in these. They come in two different sizes. The first one is the Sleepyhead Deluxe, and that's from 0 to 8 months. And then the second one is the Sleepyhead Grand, and that's from 8 months to 36 months, roughly. I mean, you kind of have to gauge depending on your child in terms of how long you want to keep baby in them. But there are two different size options, and I did use both of the sizes for my first child, and I will use both of the sizes for my second once she's old enough to be in the bigger one, because I truly just love them. They are such a great product. You can get different covers for them, so obviously the covers need washing quite often, and the cover is removable, so you just wash it, put a new one on. You can get plain white, or you can get coloured covers as well now, so there's quite a few different options there. The only thing I would say is reassembling the Sleepyhead is really quite hard work. I always get my husband to do it, because the kind of stuffing that goes inside the cover there's a lot of it, and obviously it has to be very full with the stuffing in order to have the correct effect. So it is quite tricky to kind of get the stuffing back into the cover once you've taken it out, but it's totally worth it, because my babies have loved it and have for sure slept so much better in them. The other night we actually tried my baby not in the Sleepyhead. Big mistake. She woke up so many times that night, so I won't be doing that again. She is back to sleeping in the Sleepyhead again. I just love this product. I truly would totally highly recommend it. If I just read to you exactly what it says about the product so you can get kind of a really good overview of it. It says that the Sleepyhead is a multifunctional, portable baby bed you can take anywhere. You can use it awake or sleeping, as a play pod, for tummy time, or as a bed. The versatile Sleepyhead is a complete baby bed made from breathable materials, and the filling has anti-dust mite, antifungal and antibacterial properties. The mattress has a waterproof, machine washable cover. Couldn't be without it. Literally my favourite baby product of all time. Can't rave enough about it. Would totally recommend it. It has truly saved me, because it's allowed me to get a little bit more sleep, which we all know is so precious when you've got newborn babies, when sleep is quite frankly very limited anyway. So I would definitely recommend this product. Go and check it out for sure. I can't rave enough about it. It's amazing. And so that's it. Those are a few of my kind of essential baby items that I have really been loving using for my first daughter, and now again for my second daughter. These are products that I totally recommend. I know they're kind of more on the pricey side of things, but for me they've absolutely been worth every penny. I wouldn't kind of recommend them if I didn't think that they were worth the money. These have all been totally worth the money. They're amazing. And for sure, if you are a new mum, or you know someone's going to be a new mum, go and check these products out, because they have been so helpful in so many ways to me and to my family as well. They're just brilliant. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that this video was helpful in some way to you, or helpful to somebody who's going to be a mum or is a new mum. I do hope that some of this information has been useful, and perhaps go and check the products out if you like the sound of them. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give me a very happy thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, and also don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to me. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.